And Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. And the title of the video is Another Quant. $180 trillion. But first and foremost, please remember I am not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice, and none of the information provided in this video should ever be seen as a signal to buy or to sell. Remember, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any further videos. And we look at the crypto bubbles. As we can see, we are ranked 61 with a market cap of 1.23 billion. 24-hour volume is still quite low at $15 million. Price of Quant at the moment, in my eyes, a complete steal at $102. We're currently down 0.3% in the hour, down 2.4% in the day, but up still 0.1% in the week. Now, some people always ask me, why am I so positive about Quant? Well, if you know, you know. If you do your research, you will see the clues, you will see the crumbs. Most of the connections are connected, and it's just a matter of waiting with patience, and that is what I'm doing. Now, we see this from Wealth Transfer Nico. Now, he says here, the current landscape of crypto, it's a problem. TCP/IP. Now, a lot of you would be thinking, TCP/IP, we know about that. He says here, crypto blockchain face interoperability issues, hindering seamless communication across different platforms as to pre-TCP/IP era in computing. First, let's understand TCP/IP. Now, we already talk about this quite a lot. Now, I don't need to read through because obviously if we go all the way down and look here, he says projects like DMOS XYZ are crucial. They represent the next wave in blockchain, aiming to solve major hurdles and unify the crypto world. Research and support are vital for this new frontier. Now, I know a coin that already does that, and it's already solved the problem many, many years ago, and has all the backing from the absolute biggest of big partners. And we see here, Steve Scalps says, solved this years ago, and like TCP/IP was not built to pander to retail. Absolutely. And we can see here, Tokenizer put out an absolutely amazing thread, and we can see there is no next Quant. I've been seeing mentions of people believing they found the next potential Quant network. Could the tokens replicate what Quant did last cycle? Absolutely, but fundamentally, there is nothing that proves to be the next Quant Overledger. Let me explain further. There are many interoperability solutions in both crypto and tech space today. These range from cross-chain bridges to integrations of third-party technologies. What sets Quant Network apart from the rest isn't exactly how they've enabled interoperability. While the universal agnostic aspects through APIs are key, it's not the key differentiator. Rather, what makes Quant unique to anything else is the lengths they've got to standardize DLT interoperability and utility. Anybody with some decent coding knowledge could code up a bridge for interoperability. But to be recognized by standard bodies such as ISO, ITU, WEF, INATBAR, and more as a de facto standard for DLT is something few can hold up. This, of course, is ISO TC 307, and today we've already seen 40 plus countries join on board for the standard. In fact, you could make a use case for Quant being inspired by ISO TC 307 itself, which we're going to talk about in a moment. The reason being that Gilbert Verdin had founded this standard during his time at Australian Government Healthcare Department in 2016-2018. He grew annoyed at the fact that patient data doesn't interoperate across systems, rightfully so, meaning the initial goal for this wasn't even for a blockchain standard. It was just a healthcare database solution. It just happens that Gilbert founded this solution right at the time as ISO was looking to begin standardizing blockchain for industry use. That seems like bang on time to me. So right off the bat, Quant had eliminated chances for competition in regards to standard grade solutions. But as we know, they didn't stop there. After laying the foundations of Overledger, they quickly began their standardizing this approach of a new layer for Internet of Value. Today, we know this as Secure Asset Transfer Protocol, SATP. Both Quant and MIT had co-authored the initial vision alongside names like IBM and Intel. With SATP and the official IETF WG today and expected delivery July 2024, things are certainly looking quite bright. Behind all of this is the perfect orchestration by one man, being Gilbert Verdin. Not only has he set a standard both figuratively and literally with TC 307 and SATP, but Gilbert's CV is something that few can match in the world of crypto. Having worked with governments and central banks around the world, UK, US, Australia, EU, the pathway to adoption through standardization is locked in. And it's not just Gilbert either. As we know, the team also is quite well connected in their own regards. We can see Andrew Carrier, ex-Swift, head of PR, Neil Smith, ex-Comcast and CEO and chair, Guy Dietrich, 26 years in Morgan Stanley and Rockefeller, well connected there. Karat Rural, ex-Citi, Finastra, Accenture, Santander, and then Luke Riley, ISO TC 307 subject matter expert. There's obviously much more to the list, but as we can see, few blockchain projects really match the team of expertise that Quant brings. Hedera and Ripple are two that come to mind, but once again, these are working in an indirect relation to the same end goal. In fact, we know that Quant's quite connected with these two through Palo Tasca and other consortiums. We've discussed the intangible values of what makes Overledger so unique, from standards they've set to the team they've built, but it's not exactly something somebody could just replicate even if they tried. DLT standards are already put in place that won't be changing anytime soon. Now let's look at the tangibles. These are all technically attainable by other interoperability solutions. It's much easier said than done. The BIS partnership with Project Rosalind is a perfect example of this. Realistically, any crypto solution could be used by the BIS for their CBDC pilot, yet few have been selected. There are only a handful of DLT networks that are referenced by the BIS, and Quant's Overledger is the only non-L1 solution in regards to public DLT projects. This on its own speaks volumes. Now pair this with the fact that Project Rosalind has since inspired various other CBDC frameworks to follow the same model through API gateways. Not to mention, there's some overlap with intangible values as BIS and Bank of Korea directly references and uses SATP to enable its unified ledger solutions. Speaking of standards adoption, we've also seen countries such as Canada and EU adopting both TC307 and SATP. Once again, national level adoption. Now, we don't need to go any further with this because he's highlighted exactly what people need to know. Now, we see this from construction trader ETH. Overledger isn't a game changer. It's a whole new game. And let's have a listen to this.
Imagine a world where different blockchains can seamlessly communicate with one another. This is not a glimpse into the far future. It's a reality today, thanks to Quant. Quant is a revolutionary technology that has mastered the art of connecting disparate blockchains using its ever-expanding list of distributed ledger technology, or DLT, and API connectors. But how does it achieve this? The answer lies in Quant's Overledger API gateway. This innovative technology ensures that each blockchain retains its unique properties, autonomy, efficiency, and speed, while enabling smooth communication between them. It's like an interpreter who can speak multiple languages, facilitating a conversation between people from different corners of the world. The result? A seamless, efficient, and powerful network of interconnected blockchains. Quant is not just a concept, it's a revolution that's already here, paving the path for the future of blockchain communication. At the heart of Quant lies its main product, the Overledger Enterprise Platform. This is not just any platform, it's the first DLT gateway for business. The Overledger is an astounding piece of technology. It uses a robust list of DLT and API connectors, continually expanding to let different blockchains communicate with each other, all without sacrificing the autonomy, efficiency, or speed of each chain. It's like a universal translator, but for blockchains. Quant is on a mission. It aims to help enterprises streamline their workflows and improve efficiency through the integration of blockchain technology. It's not just about connecting blockchains, it's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The platform boasts unique features that set it apart from the competition. It's not just a game changer, it's a new game altogether. The Overledger platform is more than just a tool. It's a magic wand that transforms the way businesses operate. Quant is not only about its technology, it's also about its vibrant community and its native utility token, the Quant QNT. This token is more than just an emblem of membership. It's a tool that empowers its holders. Within the Quant ecosystem, the QNT token serves multiple functions, from facilitating transactions to enabling access to certain features. The token also symbolizes the democratic ethos of the Quant community. You see, Quant is one of the rare projects that truly embodies community governance. It empowers its stakeholders to participate in an inclusive, community-governed treasury. This means that the very people who are part of the quant economy have a say in shaping its growth and evolution. This unique blend of technology and community participation is what sets Quant apart. With the Quant token and its community governance, Quant is not just a technology. It's a community, a movement, a revolution that is shaping the future of blockchain technology.
Wow. And as we see there, pushing the boundaries. Now, we notice here from Miles Bron, community governance is not a thing yet, or am I wrong? Where's the vid from? Now, that is coming, we hope, very, very soon. And I've posted a video about possible gateways and everything else that could happen, possibly. Now, I know that Gilbert hasn't reneged on anything else as of yet, so let's wait and see. Now, we see this, I posted this last night, in reply to what Tokenizer was saying about Quant. Now, as we see here, Gilbert helped establish and founded the ISO standard, ISO TC 307, then developed the technology Overledger to fit the standard. Pure genius play. He also put down at the bottom here, got to lay the foundation before you build the house. Crypto has it all backwards, and absolutely. But I believe he created more than the foundations before you build a house. He created something completely away, some structure that allows security, that allows the legacy system into blockchain. Something very, very special. Pushed the boundaries so far. Now, we also see this from Construction Trader ETH. With everything that we've just heard, we see this 180 trillion worth of traditional assets are ready to come on chain in digital equities, digital bonds, and digital funds. The legacy systems which they sit on right now need to be seamlessly interoperable with multiple blockchains. Quant Overledger facilitates this seamlessly. So let's have a watch of this.
There's 1.5 trillion of crypto assets, but there's about 180 trillion of traditional assets. And everyone who is going to potentially be an investor into the crypto assets, the vast majority of them also own these traditional assets. And we need to see the rails come into closer alignment. And we are really seeing very rapid progress in that direction outside the US. Not so much inside the US yet, but when you look at what's happening in Europe with the pilot regime and with MiCA and with the transformation of some of the major clearinghouses and exchanges and what they're looking to issue in terms of digital equities, digital bonds, digital funds, we're seeing this 50-year-old market infrastructure begin to shift. We're seeing this in Asia, in Hong Kong, in Singapore. We're seeing it in the Middle East, in the UAE, in Saudi Arabia. We're seeing it in Brazil. So the financial market infrastructure that all of the traditional assets have run across, the securities, that is starting to move on to blockchain rails. And that's going to allow for greater interoperability between the crypto domain and the traditional assets. But it's also going to introduce the concept of a digital wallet to these financial players. And right now, most institutional investors do not have a digital wallet, and they do not understand why they need a digital wallet. And so they need some basic infrastructure in place because these investments have to be part of their broader portfolio, and they need to understand the risks.
There you heard it, 180 trillion, 50-year-old infrastructure shifting. So the financial infrastructure is moving to blockchain, and it's absolutely huge. They are telling us straight that the infrastructure is shifting, it is moving to blockchain. And many of us hold these coins. She said it. Many of us hold these assets already that will be utilized. Absolutely huge. So there you go, guys. Just a quick update. Please remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any further videos. All the best, and I'll catch you later.